Hi Sagittarius, this is your November monthly reading. So this will be from November 1st to November 30th, 2020. Before I begin your reading, my apologies for having not been on the channel. If you do watch the videos, you're not obligated to, but just to keep the channel running, if you do. Just been busy with personal and private affairs and just getting rest in general, but I'm back, and they're trying not to make them too long as well. I also switched decks because I feel like I kind of, ran my Ramses deck kind of dry. So I'm trying to switch up decks here a little bit. Okay, let's see. All right, Sagittarius. These are Connolly Tarot cards if you're wondering what this deck is. I usually clarify with these, but I'm using them as a for the general readings for now. Okay, so Page of Pentacles energy is underneath Sag. Page of Pentacles could be a job. It could be a new job. It could also be a person. If it's a person, then it could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo that is younger than you, if this is a person, okay? I'm getting the idea of taxes as well when I ran through the younger Earth sign energies. So, or something going on with taxes or tax return. So if it's a job, I'll go with this one example first. If it's a job environment, then you may want to get your taxes ready for next year. If it's a Page of Pentacles energy, something could be going on with theirs. The Spirit is also telling me something about yours being intertwined with theirs, if they are. So, and one way that yours could be intertwined with the Page of Pentacles would be they could be another coworker, they could be your child, they could be your partner, they could be your sibling, your, I don't know, family member of some kind. It could also be something going on in the workplace environment with this person, like a younger coworker if they're younger than you. When I say younger coworker, I get this idea that someone could have given you, someone could have given you the Page of Pentacles energy information to file taxes for next year or to file taxes for this year, if it's a younger individual that you are working with. If it's not someone that you're working with, then it's a family member or a partner that the same type of scenario went down with that person, if they're a family member or some type of partner that you have. So that's one scenario. If it's not anything like that, like I said from the beginning, then it's just your job environment that you do need your tax information for in order to file for next year. And I'm getting the idea of dependency. So the Page of Pentacles could be a dependent to you out of one of those scenarios I just ran through just now. You could be a dependent as well. But I get this idea that you may not have known that you were. So if this is happening to you in a workplace environment, the Spirit is giving me the idea of a boss or a supervisor. Something like that could be happening with your information between you and a supervisor or a boss that you're dealing with. So if it's not only a person, then it's just a workplace environment where your information gets used. And information gets used in a sense where you're either aware of it or you're not aware of it, and it's happening between you and a boss, or that could be happening between, you could be doing that too, a Page of Pentacles energy with theirs. Someone else could have given you their information. And information, like I always forget to say, information doesn't only have to be document information. Information could also be verbal information. And the Spirit is giving me this idea of an air sign, like a Aquarian, Libra, Gemini energy. They could have reiterated that information to you, that something that the Earth sign energy said or something that the Earth sign energy voiced pertaining to your information being intertwined with theirs, etc. Or something that the Earth sign energy knows that is happening to you with a boss or supervisor. If they're a younger person that's really separate from you, they just have that heads up information. So there's a need to possibly have a conversation with the earth sign. I also get this idea of getting someone to stop doing something as well too, whatever that means. And getting someone to stop doing something in the workplace, getting them, I get not share. So when I said in the workplace, it has something to do with not sharing. So that could, whatever they're, if you are doing this to them, the not sharing could be tax related, the not sharing could be money related, the not sharing could be something going on in a home or a workplace environment. Not sharing or not wanting to share something with anymore, and that could be their thought with you, or that's the thought you have with them. But it's mainly because of newfound information or how information gets used, especially if it's tax related, relationship. I also get what you've been doing. It's relationship information and what you have been doing, etc. Okay, that was a lot. The Five of Swords energy is there. I did say that an air sign element was involved. The spirit is telling me something about a conversation. So I was picking up Aquarian, but it doesn't have to be an Aquarian. It could be a Gemini. It could be a Libra, etc. They know, I get this feeling that they may, and where information has been going. They know where information has been going. Five of Swords could be energy that you're embodying with the Page of Pentacles energy, and you know where information has been going. Five of Swords, the Page of Pentacles could be embodying Five of Swords energy, and they know where information has been going. Information meaning document information, or information meaning verbal information on your end or their end, but need to have a conversation with. So the Five of Swords in the starting point is needing to have a conversation with the Page of Pentacles energy, or one of the air sign elements. One of the air sign elements as well. I do get this idea that that may be why an air sign element does stay somewhere, or they stay somewhere, they don't stay somewhere, or the Page of Pentacles energy, why they stay somewhere or why they don't stay somewhere. It has to do with gathering information. If Five of Swords kind of gives me the idea of online communication. It could be phone communication that you may be trying to conduct between you and the air sign, pertaining to something that's going on with the Page of Pentacles energy and conversations. The spirit is also giving me this idea of another Sag element or another fire sign energy that may be intertwined. I get this idea of a business deal. So another Sag or another fire sign energy intertwined with a business deal that you may have going on between you and the air sign, and some type of information that belongs to the Page of Pentacles energy there. Okay, the waiting position has the Ace of Swords. There's a lot of swords energy here, which implies that you are heavily communicating with the air sign. I keep getting the idea of taxes again. So why the taxes are really important, because I'm being drawn to online. Taxes are really important because it has something to do with online communication. I'm looking at the Ace of Swords energy as well. I do get this feeling of bank statements. If you need to have a conversation with the air sign element, their bank statements. You may need to have a conversation with an air sign element about their bank statements, or a Page of Pentacles energy bank statements, or the air sign may be helping you manage something that is going on with the Page of Pentacles energy bank statements. Something like that. It has to do with bank statements, yours or the air signs or the Page of Pentacles energy. Or the Page of Pentacles is just your job environment, and the air sign is just trying to help you manage. I get pay stubs. They're trying to help you with something with your pay stubs, or at least getting pay stubs together, or, you know, making calculations with pay stubs for taxes for next year, and being able to either do that yourself or getting someone else's help to do that. And that's why the air sign element is involved. The spirit is telling me that's why they're involved. If they weren't involved, then you would probably end up missing out on a percentage of taxes for next year if the air sign element wasn't involved. The Ace of Swords with them is that they may want to cut someone else's. They may want to cut off for someone else's taxes or yours. If this is something that is happening in your workplace environment, or with someone that you live with, or someone that you do business with the Ace of Swords energy being in the waiting position, right? So if it's not only someone someone that you, like an off the books kind of person that you do have making those calculations, those annual calculations for you, then the Ace of Swords is possibly even finding or researching into finding another tax preparer that the Aquarian energy may know, that the other air sign element that you were interacting with in this way in terms of transactions that they may know, or they may want to hook you up with. The reason for that is that if you're doing that with an Aquarian or whatever air sign, they may feel really uncomfortable for some reason with continuing these kind of transactions with you, with the Ace of Swords being in the waiting position. And so there's a need to have a discussion with them. Why do you want to leave? Why do you want to take off? Why don't you want to help me with this, that, and the third anymore? And that's why the Five of Swords energy is there. They may be nervous around someone. They may be uncomfortable with someone because of information usage that may belong to someone else that you do need, or something that you are helping them with. It pertains to someone else's information, and that could be where the uncomfortable feeling with them or you is coming through as, with the Ace of Swords in the waiting position. The present has the Five of Cups energy. So the Five of Cups could be water sign. So water sign could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. It's just Five of Cups energy by itself without a sign attached to it would be grief. It would be sadness. The Spirit is telling me what the air sign wants to do. So it's whatever it is they want to do. One element about it may have something to do with dispersing. One element about it, I also get stolen. One element about it has to do with something that's stolen, or it has something to do with something that is being dispersed as well in a workplace environment, or something that's pertaining to the Page of Pentacles energy there. Or at least someone finding out that something is stolen, or how something is being used, maybe giving you a Five of Cups energy. So if it's something that's happening with you, like I said from the beginning, with a boss or a supervisor, you may want Ace of Swords with the Five of Swords. You may want to investigate that. You may want the Page of Pentacles energy to help you investigate that exact situation. You know, one element, if you do want someone to help you investigate that, one element about it is considering paying someone to help you investigate that. That's one situation. The Spirit is also telling me that there's something along those lines the air sign element may already do. So this is before I move any further, you can either be having this happening to you in a workplace, and you're having discussion with the air sign, they stole, they did this, that, and the third, whatever it is that they did. But then what you then want the air sign element to do is, I also get this idea of tax evasion and those kind of things as well. You may want the air sign element to investigate something along those lines as well, or you want the Page of Pentacles energy to investigate something that is happening with you, or something that you have that's intertwined with the earth sign. You need the air sign element to investigate that, and there's this idea of whether you should pay someone to do it or not. So that's why the Five of Cups energy is in the present. Okay. Oh, there's your King of Swords. King of Swords energy is in the future. Like I said, air sign male. I'm going to get back there in a minute. Your instincts has the Seven of Cups energy. So Seven of Cups would be, if you are dealing with water sign like Cancer, Scorpio, they think you should back out of some type of situation that you may have put yourself in. The Spirit is telling me something about an air sign element's invitation. So when I said that, it has to do with the air sign element's invitation. So it's a business contract invitation, it's a tax invitation, whatever kind of invitation that the air sign element is trying to give you, or they're in the works of trying to give you. That's why the Seven of Cups energy is there. I do get this feeling of staying with the water sign as well. Like staying with them would mean, I touched the Five of Cups and I get a business. Staying with the water sign in terms of a business or a contractual agreement that you may have formulated with a water sign energy, they think you should get out of. So when I say that too, they think you should get out of is if it's a water sign energy, right? So the water sign may just be the placement that the water sign energy has in this situation that you're in. They may be really separate, or they are intertwined, or they could be in the same contractual agreement that you do have formulated between you and the air sign and earth sign. One element about that, if it's not anything like that, then they're just there to be a mediator to a situation, or at least your involvement that you do have with a King of Swords energy, if that's why the water sign energy is there for. But the Seven of Cups and instincts is contemplating staying with the water sign, or at least listening to the water sign, or an offer that the water sign energy may be trying to give you as well too, right? And one of those offers involves backing out of a contractual agreement. That could be where you need to listen to someone, if that's the case. Backing out of a contractual agreement, cutting off the King of Swords energy, but not going to leave. So when I say that too, they may not want to leave, or they're not going to leave from a situation that you do have running with them, or something that you have been running with them for years. The Seven of Cups energy is here, so it could be 7 years, it could be 7+ years, however much of amount of time you have been dealing with someone. The water sign energy thinks that you should clip someone in that sense, okay? If it's like another, for example, if you're a guy and you have the air sign, whether you're a man or a woman, you have the air sign element that's a male, that they're just another business partner, and someone else in the workplace or in the family environment that you do business with, they may not like, they may not like something about the King of Swords, or something that they do, or how they run a business that they run. So someone is just trying to come to tell you, be careful. Someone is just trying to come and tell you, be careful with them. Something may not be right about them. Something may not be good. If the water sign energy, I'm getting something about a Pisces too. A Pisces is coming through, and a Pisces or a Cancer, whichever water sign, is trying to tell you, I don't think you should deal with this person anymore. Vice versa, whatever the situation is there, okay? Oh, the Queen of Wands energy is in the accomplishment right next to the Five of Swords. So Queen of Wands, this could be you showing up here, or it's a female. It's an Aries, Leo, or another Sag element that is a female right next to the Five of Swords energy there. But their responsibility. So the Queen of Wands next to the Five of Wands, something is their responsibility, or they are responsible for something. They can be responsible for why they're involved. I'm looking at the King of Swords. The Queen of Wands is responsible for why the King of Swords energy is involved, or the King of Swords energy is responsible for why the Queen of Wands energy it's even involved in a situation, but it's their option, or it's their recommendation into how you even got involved with the King of Swords energy, to the point where they may have your paperwork, or they investigated into how you've been using your paperwork, or who's been using it, or who you've been giving paperwork to, whatever it is, or you give your paperwork and information to them to hold, or to investigate something that someone else is doing that they may have that other person's paperwork, whatever it is. But the Queen of Swords, it's their idea. Whatever it is, communication happened along those lines between you and the King of Swords. It's the Queen of Wands energy idea. Whatever it is, it's their idea. It's something could be going on with their ID. Every time I get the word idea, I always go and I think about ID. Something could be happening with something could be going on with the King of Swords energy ID. Something could be going on with the Queen of Wands energy ID. Someone could have copies of their IDs, whatever it is. If you do, then, if that may be something that you do have, you may have copies of their IDs, or they may have a copy of, I get another Sag. They have a copy of another Sag element's ID. Queen of Wands may have a copy of their ID. Some people have copies of people's IDs, but they don't know that people have copies of their IDs. So that could be something that's happening to you, or that's something that's going on with the Queen of Wands, or the King of Swords, or somebody has, whatever it is. That's why the Five of Cups is in the present there, and there's this idea of what is someone doing with those copies if this is happening in like a home environment or in a workplace environment. Someone may not understand why copies of something is really needed, But the Queen of Wands right next to the Five of Wands, not the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords, is that they may need to give back something as well too. They may need to give back. They may need to give you something back. Could be another Sag female, Leo female, Aries female. They may need to give you back something. You need to give something back to them. Whatever it is. But the Queen of Swords involved may communicate with them often. They communicate, these two elements communicate often about something that you have going on with IDs in your workplace and contractual agreements and those kind of things, whatever it is. Or it's personal. I mean, of course, you know, elements of your personal life would be intertwined with business in this way. You know what I mean? It would be intertwined with business like that, you know? But I'm looking at the Queen of Wands. They have copies. King of Swords may have copies. Or you're responsible for giving them the copies. Whatever it is, you know? I'm looking at the Seven of Cups energy. I also get pictures. Like someone could have pictures of something too. You know, pictures or copies of pictures. You know, it could be like could just be a regular workplace project, regular things, if it's not anything like that. You know, agreements in workplaces and whatever it is. But if it's just a regular workplace where, you know, things are needed in this way, someone in there may not be using something right or properly, you know. Whatever it is. The Two of Cups energy is in the spiritual self right next to the Ace of Swords. So it's Cups energy with the water sign. Like I said, the water sign may be thinking that you should stay with them. Or you should, whatever it is. If that's something that is in your spiritual self next to the Ace of Swords. So you may be considering just keeping or working or staying with the water sign. You know, but the King of Swords energy is in the future, so it just looks like they may be, you know, the water sign may be trying to get them out of the picture. You know what I mean? They may be trying to do that. Or Queen of Wands energy, whatever it is. It's whatever it is that the Queen of Wands energy may want, and involves King of Swords energy staying, working somewhere, doing something, you know. If they're still, you know, that's something that they're still sticking around, or they may like that person. Queen of Wands may like a King of Swords energy, or they just like each other. And that could be why either one of them is around, or they're sticking around in the business deal, you know. But the Two of Cups is in the spiritual self next to the Ace of Swords, which would mean that there's a bond that you may not be able to, the Five of Cups with the Two of Cups, there could be a bond that you formulated with someone that you can't seem to get out of, or you may not be able to get out of, or someone may never leave some type of situation, and that could be the air sign male or the Queen of Wands. The Page of Cups energy is in the mentality. So Page of Cups could be a child. A Page of Cups could also be like a water sign child, or Page of Cups could also be an emotional offer that someone like a water sign, could be a King of Swords trying to give you, or that's the offer that they may keep trying to give you, you know. But someone may notice something that is going on somewhere, and that may be why they may be nice to you all the time. You may be nice to them. Someone could have asked you to be nice to them. Someone could have pulled them aside and gave them some type of awareness of how you feel about them being involved in a situation still. You know, that's why the Page of Cups is there in the mentality with the Seven of Cups, whereas there's options here that you may want to have. You know, it could be options in terms of a new housemate, a new business partner, a new whatever. But someone may be in the way. It just depends on what's going on there. Or it's just a child. It could be a child that is intertwined in this situation. And it's something that you may need for a child, or the reason why something is happening the way it is here with business and work and personal life intertwined with business and contractual agreements. The reason into why those things are operating the way that they are is because of a child. You know, your child, someone else's child, whatever it is. Emotional offers that keep coming because someone doesn't want to back out or leave a business deal that they feel, you know, that they may feel really, somebody's information may be heavily intertwined with theirs, and that could be why they may not be able to leave. You know. What's changing is the Sun. There's the Sun energy, that's success. And then the resolution has the Knight of Wands. I did say another Sag element that they communicate with. So there's the other Sag. There's the air sign male. Knight of Wands is another Sag element that's there in the resolution with the Sun. Success with them, or it's something either success with them, and all three of these elements here. So you have an external Sag, you have an air sign male. Spirit was saying Aquarian, but it could be whatever air sign male. Queen of Wands could be another Sag female, could be Leo female, Aries female, all intertwined tax deal, all intertwined in a tax deal. Air sign male, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands energies here, right? Okay. So it involves that, and tax deals, typically when when you're talking about tax deals with contractual agreements and those kind of things happening in a workplace environment, those tax deals usually involve the information of children, or they involve the information of Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, if those are people, if they're younger. It involves their things. Right? Because there's that feeling of if it's not only a workplace, then it's just tax dependency, it's just tax dependency with the page energies, the pages. So the pages would be someone that is younger than you, people that are younger than you, children that are younger than you, somebody else's children, if it's a child, or it's just a younger person that someone in their 20s could be showing up like a page, Page of Cups, a Page of Pentacles. Their information and those kind of things intertwined with King of Swords, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands energy information. Okay. And yours, of course. All right. So let's do, I wanted to use these, and I just got these. These are new. It's called the Eternal Tarot. They're not traditional tarot cards, but they are, they're mainly messages. They're like, I wouldn't really say they're like oracle cards. They have different, they're dealing with Hebrew, Hebrew language and Hebrew symbolism intertwined with Egyptian symbolism as well too. So I'm just going to use these. They have the, traditional major arcana, but I haven't used them to read yet necessarily, but I'll use them to do an outcome with today. 2, 3, 4, 6. Not too long. Oh, not even 30 minutes yet. All right, the apostolate is in the outcome. The apostolate I kind of see as Virgo. The apostolate is also, what would you say? It's like the hangman. If you want to look at it that way, the apostolate would be the hangman, trying to figure out what to do about a situation as well. I'm getting something about reversal as well too. So it could be hangman reverse. Spirit is saying reverse. It could be hangman reverse, apostolate reverse. Okay, the apostolate in the reverse form would be trying to undo a contractual agreement, trying to undo or fix a contractual agreement, or at least trying to figure out how to fix it, or where something went wrong, or what's stolen. 5 of Swords, what's stolen, how something's being used, whatever. Trying to undo something along those lines. So if it's the apostolate reverse, it would mean that whatever it is that you found out, whatever it is that is happening, is either going to affect you or it's not going to affect you, or you need to figure out what is or who is the cause of the problem. It is a sign of Virgo, but the Virgo may not necessarily have anything to do with it. It could be, well, that's why the Page of Pentacles energy is there. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo elements, or it's just you reverse apostolate what to do with them, with the air sign. So you may not be stuck in what to do about the air sign male. Mainly. Okay. All right, Sag, that is your reading for the month of November. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know where to find me. Be well. Take care. Bye.